Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Extraordinary vid shows Russian troops crawling through gas pipe to ambush Ukrainian forces before being slaughtered. Shocking footage shows Russian troops crouching miles inside a disused gas pipe to penetrate Ukrainian lines in Kursk before being massacred. Vladimir Putin's unarmed soldiers can be heard cursing their commanders for taking their rifles and sending them on the daring mission, leaving them vulnerable to Ukrainian forces. Around 100 troops can be seen crouch walking for days through the pipe, with a diameter of 5 feet, to access the battleground town of Sudzha in Kursk. As the Russian special forces rest inside the pipeline with cigarettes and food, one says, "We'll get there, of course, but indignantly, because we're **ing sick of the **ing command, for **''s sake." A voice says, "Sending us out on stupid **ing missions. They took our **ing assault rifles, too." A Putin soldier complained, "We've walked a kilometer, we're already eat up." Another appeared to mock their commanders, saying, "It's all right, I'm going on a mission, it's safe, it's clear. It's 12 kilometers to Sudzha by pipe, but it's okay." The Russians' bungled plot seems lifted right out of a James Bond movie, with Seven using a gas pipeline to sneak a defector out of the Soviet Union in 1987 hit the living daylights. The outcome of the mission has been hotly disputed by both sides of the conflict, with Kyiv claiming to have wiped out 80% of the underground troops. Zelensky's troops ambushed the Russians as they broke through behind enemy lines, emerging from the pipeline, Ukraine has claimed. The Ukrainian General Staff said in an official statement, "The enemy's losses from the gas pipeline incursion are very high." Russian combined sabotage and assault groups penetrated towards Sudzha through a gas pipeline previously used to transport gas to Europe, with the goal of gaining a foothold on the outskirts of the town. The statement added that they were detected in a timely manner and subjected to missile and artillery strikes as well as drone attacks. Russian special forces are being identified, blocked, and destroyed. The enemy's losses in the Sudzha area are very high. A Ukrainian video purports to show its airborne assault troops destroying the Russian special forces that had infiltrated the pipeline. Myroslav Hai, the officer of Ukraine's 1st Separate Bohun Special Forces brigade, said, "Ukrainian paratroopers destroyed a large group of saboteurs." The command of one of the airborne assault brigades skillfully used previously gathered intelligence on Russia's plans to use underground pipeline routes for sabotage in the Sudzhansky district. The Russians attempted to replicate the tactics used in the Avdiivka operation, leveraging engineering structures to infiltrate Ukrainian territory. But Russian sources say that Operation Pipeline was a success and that many of the men returned triumphant. Putin's forces allegedly stunned Ukrainians by appearing behind their front line, sending them fleeing, abandoning their positions and vehicles. While Russia has not yet officially commented, a Telegram source said, "Yes, there was an impact, but our troops are in touch and continue to blow holes in enemy defenses where they don't expect." About 80% killed and 20% retreating, a blatant lie. Then why are the Ukrainian formations retreating in columns? Pictures purported to show Russian troops after returning from the mission. One pre-war Russian Telegram channel said, "The Ukrainians write that our troops supposedly all suffocated and were hit by artillery." Then how did they put the pipeline videos online today? The footage first appeared on Russian pro-war channels. Another account of the operation, by Romanov Light Telegram War channel, admitted heavy casualties on both sides. The report claimed that Russian special forces took a week to complete the mission, with 2 days of crouch walking underground and 4 days of lying in wait. But troops were poisoned by methane and left with a minimum of food and water. The enemy was taken by surprise. The Ukrainian armed forces began dropping cluster munition onto the pipe about 30 minutes later, the report claimed. However, our guys had already managed to enter the tree lines, secured their positions, and caused panic among the enemy. The enemy panicked, they started to run. The Ukrainian armed forces ran to the destroyed bridge in Sudzha, abandoned their equipment, and ran away on foot. Several hundred fighters of the Russian armed forces, realizing that they were probably going one way, went forward. They did not flinch. Real warriors, all were poisoned, some were killed, but they accomplished their mission. There has been no independent verification of these claims, and the intense fighting comes as Putin continues to ignore a Donald Trump demand for Russia to stop pounding Ukraine amid imminent peace talks. But all eyes continue to be on the Kursk region amid increasing concern that Ukraine cannot hold its land grab, where it has 10,000 troops in danger of being encircled. Ukraine's incursion into Putin's Kursk region last August represented the most serious attack on Russian territory since the Nazi invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941. Just 1 week into the incursion, Kyiv claimed to have captured a formidable 1,000 square kilometers of Russian soil, more than what Putin was able to seize in the past year. Now, swathes of Russian and North Korean troops have been deployed to win back Sudzha and the surrounding area before any peace deal is inked. Next week in Saudi Arabia, senior Ukrainian and U.S. officials will discuss plans for a partial truce, as well as a large-scale prisoner exchange between Kyiv and Moscow. Separately, Russia has continued to pummel Ukrainian energy facilities, exploding a gas plant in a Kyiv-controlled part of Zaporizhzhia region. Footage shows the raging fires that burned in the region throughout the night. Meanwhile, Ukrainian drones struck several regions of Russia, targeting a key oil refinery in Ryazan. Other strikes were in Lipetsk and Cheboksary. It came after more devastation on Friday, when at least 21 Ukrainians were killed by Russian strikes in another overnight blitz in the Donetsk region. President Zelensky accused Vladimir Putin of using vile and inhumane tactics, intentionally targeting emergency services who arrived at the scene of the first strike with a second missile.